Miyamoto says, I don't know how to detach myself again from this HOCD thoughts and live my life normally. When I see beautiful girl, thoughts show up. Why are you liking her? You're not heterosexual. Well, listen, your problem is not what the brain says. Your problem is that you think the brain is you. So you take it seriously rather than understanding you're not the brain. Brain is not you. You've been duped and conditioned to think that what shows up in the screen of your head, because it's mounted on your head, it must be credible because it's part of you. No, it is not. It is a different apparatus, a different system. It's the brain. Brain is not you. You're not the brain. Brain can say shit as much as it wants. It shouldn't make a difference to you when you know that it's a separate system. It's a device. Brain is a device. If you guys ever watched that elaborate video that I made 45 minutes in regards to dualism, materialism, Aristotle's philosophical point of view, neurosciences, modern science, and proving all, including the experiments of Dr. Sperry, the neurosurgeon of brain, and Dr. Penfield of Montreal, and his experiences and thousand surgeries on the brain to localize different things in the brain, never could localize intelligence center in the brain, never could localize compassion center in the brain, never could localize consciousness in the brain, never could localize political system, they never could localize mathematical center in the brain. Brain is just an apparatus. Experience of Dr. Owens, experience of Dr. Leibniz shows you that when you make the ultimate veto of any decision or choice, brain does not even have a magnetic field activities, meaning brain is clueless, which means you are above the brain. There is something beyond the brain that makes you. Brain is an apparatus and you're on top of the brain. There are aspects of you and the mind that the brain cannot even reach. And you shitheads don't even want to get it because you have bought into this bullshit that the brain is the smart. You are the brain. Brain is just an organ. That's all. It fucks up. You got to help it. You got to read. You got to look at the stuff that Dr. Owen proved. A crushed brain that was not functioning whatsoever, and the lady was in vegetative state, couldn't function whatsoever. They could communicate with her because there was something beyond the brain that would make parts of the brain light up when they would put a question to her through the loudspeaker, and she would just think the answer, and they could trace the sugar that was going to go to that part of the brain, which scan would show that movement of the blood went there because you had to take sugar to the active part of the brain. They could see that part of the brain is active. And that was when the brain itself was crushed, gone, finished, couldn't function, but still something was make it function. That tells you that you're not the brain, you're above the brain. Brain is not you. So all these things that you hear from the brain are just utterings of the brain, not you, not relevant to you, whether it's HOCD, whether it's some other kind of intrusive thoughts, it doesn't matter. You live by your vetoes and choices, not the suggestions, images, or thoughts that the brain produces on a daily basis. It produces 80, 90,000 thoughts a day. You don't have time to analyze every fucking bit of it and decide if it's this or that. It does its own job. You are the decision maker. Your awareness is the decision maker. And you got to come to terms with that. Then you're free because you're not confined by the abilities and inabilities and malfunction of the brain. There's something beyond the brain that is you, which allows you to veto brain's choices and suggestions. And when you veto something, brain doesn't even have electromagnetic activities, which means it's oblivious to you, which means it cannot reach you, which means you're the boss. Kabish! God damn it, you guys make me sick when I have to keep repeating myself. I'll have to say that. All right.